Alright guys, so this video is looking at the term and the definition of Ragnarok and how it plays a beautifully symbolic representation of the pagan cycle of creation and destruction, life and death, birth and rebirth. Um, when we look at the term Ragnarok and we translate it, we see that it translates into the term twilight of the gods. Now, obviously, with modern sort of interpretations and modern views of the world, the fact that we are not quite as attuned to the phases of the aspects of the sun and the phases of the moon and all this kind of stuff, it's easy to understand that as simply being the death of the gods or the end of the gods, the fading light, the twilight of the gods, and representing that obviously within the term Ragnarok or the twilight of the gods. But for the pagans, obviously of yesteryear, so to speak, they were much more tuned to all aspects of the solar path, and twilight, of course, doesn't just happen at the end of the day. It's not just the fading light of the day that comes after the sunset, but it is also the sun and the light of the sun that illuminates the world prior to the sunrise. And so we see a beautiful duality represented in the term of the twilight of the gods, in the term of Ragnarok, representing exactly what Ragnarok is, the end of creation, but the rebirth of creation also, the death of the day, the rebirth of a new day. And we see this really, as I say, metaphorically and symbolically represented in the exact description of what Ragnarok is, the twilight of the gods. Thanks, guys.